Making exceptional money online with total location freedom is the goal, but the path there is often cluttered with bad advice. To find the absolute laziest or most profitable way to reach that goal, we have to move past guesswork. We're using this 5-point analytical framework to judge every potential side hustle. We'll measure them by learning curve, fulfillment, scalability, startup capital, and risk level. First, the learning curve. This measures exactly how long you have to study before you actually see a dollar. Then there's fulfillment. This is the logistical work of delivering what you sell. We're looking for a process that is completely hands-off. Next is scalability. This determines if you can multiply your income without adding more hours to your workday. If you're still trading time for money, you aren't scaling. We also have to account for startup capital, the actual amount of cash you need to invest upfront to get the gears turning. And finally, the risk level. High-risk ventures drain your energy through stress, making them unsustainable for a long-term income stream. By balancing these 5 metrics, we can filter out the high-effort traps and identify a truly sustainable way to generate wealth. This analysis is more than an academic exercise. Right now, record high inflation is eating your purchasing power from the top, while stagnant wages fail to keep up with the cost of living from the bottom. This squeeze makes the traditional financial system a losing game for most people. To find a way out, you have to look for a model that operates outside that traditional structure. Consider Joey. He attempts to build wealth through a traditional retail model. He signs a long-term lease, buys $10,000 in physical inventory, and commits 80 hours a week to the store. Joey is trapped. On our grid, he scores poorly across every axis. His startup capital is massive, his fulfillment is manual, and his risk of losing his life savings is high. Then there's Kai. Kai uses the internet to bypass those physical requirements. He sets up a digital storefront in an afternoon and uses automation to manage the entire operation in just 2 hours a week. While Joey is stuck in financial quicksand, Kai has used digital tools to rewrite the rules of wealth generation. He's proven that automation can replace manual labor. When we apply these 5 filters to dozens of online side hustles, most fail on either high startup costs or demanding fulfillment. But one model survives every test: an AI-built Shopify store using automated dropshipping. This model addresses the learning curve by using AI to handle the heavy lifting. Instead of spending months learning coding or design, you use AI store builders to generate the website framework, the images, and the copy automatically. The fulfillment category is solved through tools like AutoDS. This software connects to your store and automatically finds high-demand products, updates prices, and handles the data transfer between the supplier and the customer. Because the software ships items directly to the buyer, you never physically interact with the inventory. You are removed from the logistical chain entirely. This creates a truly passive stream by eliminating the need for massive warehouses, manual cardboard packaging, or post office trips. You've removed the primary barriers that stop most businesses from being lazy. This also solves the scalability problem. Since your time isn't tied to manual shipping, you can use the software to add hundreds of winning products to your store simultaneously without increasing your workload. The system handles the logistics whether you have 10 orders or 1,000. You can grow the business exponentially because the infrastructure doesn't rely on your physical presence. Even the startup capital requirement is minimal. You need exactly $1 to activate Shopify and 99 cents for an AutoDS trial. The AI store builder itself is completely free. Launching a global enterprise now costs less than a cheap cup of coffee, democratizing access to the kind of scale that used to be reserved for major corporations. Because that entry cost is so low, the risk level is neutralized. You aren't risking a mortgage or a massive loan to see if the business works. Unlike Joey, who is tied to a physical lease and thousands in debt, you can test this model for less than the price of a lunch. If it doesn't work for you, you walk away without a financial scar. After running the numbers, the verdict is clear. An AI-built Shopify store is the most efficient, scalable strategy for today's economy. To find more ways to build automated income streams, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video. Navigating the modern economic squeeze requires prioritizing automated systems over manual labor. By adopting this lazy protocol, you are simply choosing the most efficient path to financial independence.